See Al-Mansura. 4 other sites with similar names. Al-Mansura was a Palestinian Arab village in the Safad Subdistrict. It was located 31 kilometers northeast of Safad on the Banyas River, to the south of what is now Dafna. History: Ottoman period. The Christian missionary W.M. Thompson, traveling during the Ottoman Empire period in 1852, mentions a corn mill at Mansurah and comments that the wider region depended on the area around Mansurah for Indian corn, rice and sesame. He saw hundreds of beehives in Mansurah. They were made from cylindrical baskets covered in mud and dung, which were piled into a pyramid and covered with the thatched roof. As well as honey production, the residents also exported buffalo butter from the large herds of water buffalo. He comments that the area had a large permanent population, the Gawarand tribe, living in tents. He writes that he knows the names of over 30 permanent Arab encampments in the Hull Plain. In January 1869, canoeing pioneer John MacGregor spent the night beside the village corn mill. It was the only stone building in the area and had a flat roof. Other buildings he saw had mud walls with a reed roof or were completely made of reeds. There were also Bedouin in tents. The miller was Christian and had arrived the year before following the killing of 4 of his children during the massacres further north. Besides milling corn, he also sold gunpowder. As the MacGregor party, with his canoe on the back of a mule, approached Al-Mansura, they met a procession celebrating the end of Ramadan, Eid al-Fitr. They were greeted with excitement because it was assumed they were entertainers traveling to the village to join in the celebrations. MacGregor commented that most of the men had tattoos or scars on their faces as well as ear and nose rings. The women's faces were stained with blue patterns. The dress was the most various possible, long and short, colored and plain, scanty and ample, of camel's hair from Damascus, silk from Lebanon and Manchester cotton. In 1881, the Palestine Exploration Fund's survey of western Palestine described the village as consisting of stone and mud hovels on the plain, surrounded by arable land. River near the village contains about 70 Muslims. British Mandate of Palestine period. In the 1922 census of Palestine conducted by the British Mandate authorities, Mansurah had an all-Muslim population of 41. This had increased in the 1931 census, when Al-Mansura had an all-Muslim population of 89, in 18 houses. In 1945 the population was 360, all Arabs owning 1,254 dunams of land, while Jews owned 175 dunams, and 115 was publicly owned. According to an official land and population survey, of this 1,424 dunams were allocated for plantations and irrigable land, while 5 dunams were classified as built-up areas. 1948 and after. The village was depopulated during the 1948 war on May 25, 1948 under Operation Yiftach. The settlement Shear Yashav is located on village lands, about 1 kilometer northeast of the village site. In 1992 the village site was described as, "The village has been completely obliterated and it is difficult to identify any trace of its former buildings. The site has been converted into a fish hatchery and contain pools for this purpose. Between the pools there is a narrow strip of thorns and trees." See also Malaha, Al-Salahiyya, Bibliography.